They said the service will be super fast everywhere, running on the edge, unless you're living out of space or on the North Pole. I live at the North Pole, and they can't get me AWS Black Fiber up to the North Pole. No. Do you know how hard my ping goes? We're rolling? You ready? I gotta handle 8 billion requests every year. And that's every human with a Wi-Fi signal. Every 3-year-old has a 5G phone. And the traffic doesn't come nice and evenly either. 11 months of cache warm-up. 2 weeks of DOS attack. Have you seen my ping? 8 billion requests with that ping. When Taylor Swift announced her new tour, boom, 100,000% scale up. They don't show you up to there in the Grafana chart. Santa's gonna see what you do. Santa's gonna watch you in your sleep. I can't even get these people to accept cookies. How am I supposed to know if you've been a good or bad person all year? Am I supposed to install spyware on their phones? Every region wants their own data residency, their own tracking policy, their own banner rules. Every regulator wants a local data processing. I basically run edge compute on reindeers by now. Shockingly good uptime. Phones. Everyone's on their phones. Everyone's on their phones. People are impatient. If the form doesn't load in 2 seconds, they will yell it into their Instagram DM and call it a wish. React hydration takes more than 3 seconds. Kids' attention is 2. Boom! The line spiked so hard. Don't show me your React componentry. Show me a 4-year-old on 3G. I had kids trying to wish for tickets via my robots.txt file. They might never get a PlayStation 6, Xbox 75. People EU GDPR, people US, people CA, CCPA. Nowadays it's crazy. And I'm supposed to be GDPR, HIPAA compliant in all countries. I got one engineer. You know how hard it is to hire somebody working remote with North Pole time zone? We can't afford more elves. We spend it all on EKS. I'm not running some newsletter sign up. I'm running the global wishlist registry. If my server's down, people don't just unsubscribe. They grow up, start podcasts and stuff. Someone fails some math test in March, boom, suddenly they need the life fixed for Christmas. And I can be glad if I wake them up. Not Prometheus alert. We used to deliver Christmas on a single PHP file over FTP for 15 years. And then you guys showed up with YAML files. Now there's a service mesh just for the login screen. It was prod without a staging environment. It was on Santa PHP in a cron job. It was horrible. And it worked flawlessly. We can't afford to store all the logs. We will send out a gift on a prediction. No, because toys are cheap. Wood is cheap. EKS is not. Elasticsearch, Datadog. Eventual consistency. Eventually, under the tree is not conforming to the SLA of a 6-year-old. The gifts need to be delivered with a certain certainty. My SLA is deliver joy in under 24 hours. Your SLA is we'll get back on your ticket in 48 hours. Won't even get a response. Explain to me, why does a wish submission form take React hydration, server components, and a design system? I shipped Christmas 2007 on PHP 5 and a MySQL box. Don't tell me what's possible. I've seen what's possible. It was prod without a staging environment. It was prod without a staging environment.